to the present.
And in this ever-changing landscape of television, how we watch television, where we...
I don't know. I think it's all kind of still exciting. I think someone had told me the other day, someone that works for me says, oh, I think you've got like 23 nominations, you know, but I've got 6 or 7 wins. I'm not even certain of that because one of them is a daytime, like Miss Frizzle is a daytime. And another one was for narrating Apology to Elephants. And so it's still exciting. I still have yet to win, you know, comedy lead in a series, so that'll be fun if it happens.
Sucked me ending is well, you know, like the fat fly that I am. I just like, I'm going.
It's the 4th time that I've been nominated? Geez, I didn't know that. Well, since I'm an old warhorse, how is it different? You know, I gotta say, the morning that you hear, for me, it's always a thrill, and particularly for American crime getting recognized, and being in the company of Regina King and Lily Taylor, I just was so pleased for everything, for the show and for the women. I wish the show had been more recognized, but still, I was so pleased. And how does it feel different this time around? I guess I can breathe a little better. It's not always, you know, I'm not always hyperventilating the whole time. I think I've lost enough now that I know it's like, you can breathe through it, it's okay.
And you won once.
And I won once, and that was a huge surprise.
Remember. Oh yeah, how about that? Vote for me, yes, all that good stuff.
Is an Emmy nomination better the second time around?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the first time, I did not see it coming. And I thought, how did I slip in? Maybe it was a fluke. I don't know. And then the second time it happened, I said, oh, you meant to do that? Oh, shoot. Hey! You know, it was very different the second time.
So I had to go and give her some love.
Now you're hanging out with all of your friends.
You know, it just, it feels more relaxed. You know, the first time around is so amped up and you don't know what is happening, you know, and it's new. So this time around, I feel a little more familiar with it, but the excitement and the appreciation is the same. You know, it's still very much an honor, you know, to be singled out, especially as a guest, when there's just thousands of people who guest on television, you know, and so to narrow it down to that many people, or that few people, is...
Getting this recognition and to have people embrace the show.
It's like nonstop.
I just say no to publicity.
I honestly don't have enough words.
You're a little happy about it.
I am. I'm a little happy and I'm a little emotional. I'm really working on it, though. I really am. But you know, you don't know. I could not be back here ever again. And so I'm enjoying every moment, every event, every interview. It's the first time. I mean, I hope it's not the last, but I don't know. So this is it. And I want to enjoy it, and I want to embrace it, and I want to be super happy and emotional about it, because it is that thing that you strive for as an actor, to be acknowledged. We strive for it as human beings, to just be acknowledged for our jobs, for our work, for being a decent human being. And this is a big deal. So I can't not be excited about it.
Funny thing is, you know, it's for comedy. Most people know me for my dramatic work. You know, I either make... Let me tell you something, man. It never gets old. I mean, the recognition. You know, there's some people out there, I guess, that, you know, don't care about it. I do. I mean, I'm honored. I'm flattered. It means a lot to me, especially because you know, this voting comes from your peers. You vote within your peer group. And you know, for the Television Academy to recognize me, and not only that, but to recognize me in comedy, that cracks me up. I mean, that's hilarious to me. You know, most people are used to me being, you know, all intense and brooding, but you know, to bring the funny and to actually get a nod for it, I mean, is I don't know, it's like a dream come true.
You're nominated and voted on by your fellow actors in the Academy. It's really a tremendous honor, and that people to be sort of in the midst of a transition, I believe, I hope, and where you don't constantly have to prove yourself from scratch. Every time you step into a guest spot for, you know, a TV series on network or on cable, but now people look at you and say, oh, he's a good actor. Maybe people might want to work with me. You know, like that's a really cool feeling to be in the midst of. So I'll have a much better perspective on it in about a year or two. If the buzz continues, then, you know, that would be really wonderful. Or it could go, you know, it goes so many different ways all the time. This moment right now is a deeply enjoyable and gratifying moment. I'm just trying to like milk this one for all it's worth.
30? Yeah, I believe so. Okay. That's just fine. Probably worth asking again as well.